Hello student, welcome back to your software engineering class. In this session, I will discuss about iterative waterfall model. In the previous class, I have discussed about classical waterfall model. Actually, classical waterfall model and iterative waterfall model are correlated. So in this session, we will discuss about classical waterfall model, limitation of classical waterfall model, then iterative waterfall model, and advantage and disadvantage of iterative waterfall model. So let's begin with classical waterfall model. Let's discuss about waterfall model. As we know, waterfall model has 6 phases. First one is feasibility study, next requirement analysis and specification, then design, coding and unit testing, integration and system testing, and last one is maintenance. Okay, these are the 6 phases of waterfall model. So in first phase, in feasibility stage, the developer check whether the project is feasible or not, means financially and technically feasible or not. Financial feasible means it check whether the project can be complete within the budget or not. And in technical feasibility, it check whether the system can run in current computer or not. If the feasibility study is success, if the project is feasible, then it will go to the next stage, that is requirement analysis and specification. In feasibility study, it undergoes financial and technical feasibility. Okay, it check financially and technical feasibility. Then the next stage is requirement analysis and specification. In requirement analysis and specification, the developer goes to the end user and the customer, they meet and gather the relevant information from them, what the exact requirement of the customer. Then the developer analyze the requirements, remove the ambiguity, remove the contradiction, and write down in a document that is known as SRS document. SRS document. SRS means software requirement specification. In this stage, after completion of SRS document, it will come to the next stage. Okay. Because in waterfall model, we know that each phase first completed, then it will go to the next phase. Always the previous phase will complete, then it will go to the next phase. So after completion of SRS, then it will come to the design phase. Okay. In design phase, there are 2 approaches. As we know, there are 2 approaches, traditional approach and object-oriented approach. Okay. So the developer can design the document in any approach. In traditional approach, the developer develop the DFDs, he designed the modules, what are the different modules, identify different modules, data, and draw the DFD, etc. After completion of designing phase, it will come to the coding and unit testing. Okay. In this phase, the developer write the program as in the design document. As per the design document, he write the program, and each small module are individually tested. Each module are individually tested. Okay. After each module are tested completely, After each module are tested completely, then it come to the next stage, that is integration and system testing. Okay. In integration and system testing, all the small module are integrated, but not in once. It integrated in a proper method, and the partially integrated software is also tested, and after completion of integration, the fully developed system is tested by the testing team. Okay. So, after completion of system testing, the product is ready for the user. So, after successful completion of system testing, the product goes to the customer environment. Okay. So, after customer use it, if there is any issue, if there is any error, then that will taken care by the maintenance phase. So, these are the phases of waterfall model. So, what is the drawback of waterfall model? That is, the waterfall model says that there will be no error. There will be no error. Or if there is a error in any phase, it will be corrected in that phase. We cannot go back to other phase. We cannot, if there is any error in design phase and it is unnoticed and we get noticed in integration and system testing phase. But in waterfall model, we cannot go back to rectify that error. Okay. So, waterfall model says that there will be no error, or error will be rectified at that current stage and there will be no error. But in practical, it is impossible. So, waterfall model is an idealistic model because there will be many error in, it can be in every phases of the life cycle, and we have to correct it, and the error always noticed in later phase. Okay, so we have to go back and rectify them. So in waterfall model, it doesn't allow this. So there is a model called iterative waterfall model. The iterative waterfall model is same as waterfall model with feedback path. Okay, so let's discuss this iterative waterfall model. This is iterative waterfall model. Here, in case of iterative waterfall model, it also has 6 phases, as these are the same as waterfall model, like feasibility study, requirement analysis and specification, design, coding and unit testing, integration and system testing, and maintenance. All the phases are same as in waterfall model. In iterative waterfall model, there is a feedback path. Okay, there are feedback path to go back its previous phase and rectify the error. Where there was an error, the developer can go back to that phase and rectify it in that phase and its subsequent phases also. Okay, so iterative model has only the extra thing is there was feedback path to every phases. So let's discuss it briefly with its proper definition. So let us first discuss limitation of waterfall model. Classical waterfall model is idealistic. Assumes that no defect is introduced during any development activity. But in practice, defects do get introduced in almost every phase of the life cycle. Means classical waterfall model says that there will be no defect in any development activity. But in practical, it is impossible. Defect get introduced in every stages. It may comes in every stages of life cycle. Okay. Defects usually get detected much later in the life cycle. Means defects are unnoticed in the current phase. They always detected in later phase of the life cycle. For example, a design defect might go unnoticed in that phase and can be recognized in coding or testing phase. Okay. Once a defect is detected, we need to go back to the phase where it was introduced, redo some of the work done during that, and all subsequent phase. Means once a defect is detected in any phase, we must go to that phase and rectify that error, and we can redo some work in the subsequent phases also. So to go back to that phase, we need a feedback path. Okay, therefore we need feedback path in the classical waterfall model. This is iterative waterfall model with feedback path. Iterative waterfall model is same as waterfall model, but iterative waterfall model have feedback path to every phases. We can go back to every phases of the life cycle. If there is any error, we can go back and rectify there and redo in the subsequent phases also. Iterative waterfall model. Iterative waterfall model is the extension of the waterfall model. This model is almost same as the waterfall model, except some modifications are made to improve the performance of the software development. The iterative waterfall model provides customers feedback path from each phase to its previous phase. Iterative waterfall allows to go back on the previous page and change the requirement, and some modification can done if necessary. This model reduces the developer's effort and time required to detect and correct the error. In iterative waterfall model, next phase can only begins when the previous phase is completed as waterfall model. Means the iterative waterfall model and waterfall model are almost same. The only changes is that the iterative waterfall model has feedback path from each phase to its previous phase, by which the developer can rectify the error. Okay. Errors should be detected in the same phase in which they are introduced. Means it is easy to rectify the error if they are noticed earlier. For example, if a design problem is detected in design phase itself, the problem can be taken care of much more easily. Then say if it is identified at the end of the integration and system testing phase. Means for example, if there is any problem in design phase and it is detected in design phase, then it is easy to rectify the error. If the error is noticed in later on, then it take much more effort to rectify the error. Then phase containment of error. The principle of detecting error as close to its point of introduction as possible is known as phase containment of error. Means detecting error as quickly as possible is known as phase containment of error. Iterative waterfall model is by far the most widely used model. Almost every other model is derived from the waterfall model. Let's now discuss about advantage of iterative waterfall model. Iterative waterfall model is very easy to understand and use. every phase contains feedback path to its previous phase. This is and simple to make changes or any modification at any phase. By using this model, developer can complete project earlier. Customer involvement is not required during the software development. This model is suitable for large and complex project. Okay, means the error can be rectified through the feedback path. This is the most advantage of iterative waterfall model. Then disadvantage of iterative waterfall model. This model is not suitable if requirements are not clear. It can be more costly. Means it can be expensive if we are going back to the previous and rectifying them. By doing more times, it may increase the cost and the time. There is no process of risk handling. Okay, customer can view the final project. There is no prototype for taking customer review. This model does not work well for short project. If modifications are required repeatedly, that it can be more complex project. Means if there were many modifications, we are going back to many times to rectify the error, then it will be more complex and the expense also increases. Okay. So this is all about your iterative waterfall model. Iterative waterfall model and the classical waterfall model, mostly they are same, but in iterative waterfall model, there are feedback paths from each phase to its previous phase to correct the error. Okay. Thank you.